Hi guys, Stork 4 here. I'm bringing you a review of Evoland. This game is a priceless gem. If you've been around and played video games since the beginning, you won't appreciate any other game more than this. The premise is you start off in like a Nintendo 8-bit world, and then you find treasure chests to unlock upgrades, which is essentially just like a better graphics. It adds like everything in this game is done through upgrades and through treasure chests, and the way they do it is so amazing. Like the nostalgia that comes back, saying, "Oh yeah, I remember when graphics were like that," and then you open up a chest that upgrades the graphics a little bit more, and you're like, "Oh wow, I remember when graphics were like that," and then you open up a chest where monsters are unlocked, and you're like, I remember when monsters were side scrollers, and then you unlock a chest where it's a flat down view where the monsters random battle, and you're like, oh, I remember when monsters were like that. So everything is done through unlocking treasure chests, and they do it in the most fun, comical way. It's even to the point where you open up a chest and it might unlock a certain menu. So like some games, when you press pause, it might just pause and not have a menu. But then when you go into other games, you press pause and it brings up a menu with your characters that show their levels. Or other games, you press enter and it just shows which items you have equipped. And this game cycles through all of those when you unlock the aspects of the treasure chests. You even unlock mini games. So one of the treasure chests you opens up, you unlock a card game that's similar to Final Fantasy VIII. A lot of the references in this game are a lot with the classic games like Final Fantasy. If you played Final Fantasy, then this will bring back some memories. Final Fantasy, Zelda, even Diablo, because there's a treasure chest you unlock that makes it cycle through an RPG type style, an action type style, and then an action RPG type style. So there's many different versions or variations of play styles you can go through with this game. And I bought it a long time ago, so I didn't see the price. I think it was like $10 when I bought it back then, but heck, the sheer brilliance of the game, I would say, is definitely worth $30-40, because it is a short game. That's one of the cons. I casually beat it. It's not too difficult. I beat it in 3 hours at 85%, so I didn't really actively try to find all the secrets and hidden stars and hidden cards and all of that stuff. But it is a really quick, short game. But at the same time, that's what's great about it too, because if you just want a quick memory of how video games have evolved, you just put it in and play it in a day and say, wow. And when you first start off, it's literally an 8-bit screen that's about that big, and all you can do is move right. So you move right to unlock the treasure chest that lets you move left, and then you go left to unlock the treasure chest that makes you go up and down, and then you unlock the treasure chest that lets it side scroll. So it's amazingly thought out, and it's really fun and entertaining. Like most games, when I play them, I'm like, oh, this is stupid, it doesn't have this aspect. But like this, even if you haven't unlocked the sword yet to go anywhere, you're like, oh, this is going to be fun. I can't wait to see how they're going to introduce this. It's a really fun game, and it brings back a whole lot of memories. It's short, but other than that, it's everything you need in a game for what it is. Every time I play it, I almost feel like I'm running down a history museum of video games and how things have evolved. So it's really awesome, instead of going to a museum to see that, it's awesome to put it in a game where you can say, oh, that was cool, that's evolving, that's cool, that's evolving. Obviously, that's why they call it Evoland. But it's really, really fun, and I'd advise anybody, even people who weren't used to the games back then, if you've never played games like that, I would say play it, because it is fun to say, oh, is that what they were like back then? It's amazing. Another quick tip I would advise: when I first played it, I played it on the computer, so I was using the up, down, left, right arrows, and it got kind of, it never got annoying. It wasn't bad, and I enjoyed it. But I guess this second playthrough, I actually put an Xbox controller in and actually had the gamepad, and I was like, wow, that really brings the nostalgia back of how the games felt. So I would highly advise, if you were going to play it, try to get a gamepad to play it on, because that really does enhance the experience so much more. It is an older game, so I had issues detecting the Xbox controller. In order to fix that, you just right-click. You go into the folder where the game is, right-click on the executable, put it in Windows 7 compatibility, and then check the Run as an Administrator. And then there's another program within that folder called like Gamepad or Pad or something. You do the same with that. Right-click on that, Windows compatibility, and Run as Administrator. Once you do that to the exe file and the Gamepad file, it runs fine and it'll detect the controller. But I would highly advise get this game. I would highly advise try to play it on a gamepad. And that's it for my review. Thank you guys for dropping by. If you want more videos or if you liked it, you can comment, hit the like button. And as always, thank you guys for dropping by. See you next time.